Well, hello everybody. Sorry about the delay there. Unsurprisingly had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I seem to have sorted that out. It always happens just before I get started. I don't know why that is, but anyway, I'm here. I hope everybody's doing well. As you might be able to see, I changed around the background here a little bit. Painted all back there and put the TV back there. Finally got that working properly. And it's looking great over here on this wall. You won't see it right now. I'll show you in a couple of days. I have another background. That's right, a second background. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos standing up. Believe it or not, I can stand up. Might come as a surprise to some of you because you always see me like this. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a couple of videos in the standing position. No longer sitting down all the time. Oh, I got some dust on my hat here. My bathtub basically exploded earlier, which was great. You know, that was definitely a lot of fun. Good to see you, Barb. Yeah, I was having a shower and heard a bang, and yeah, it turns out it was the underside of the bath decided to explode. So that was fun. Shay, too, thank you so much for gifting 5 Irish Demon memberships. Welcome to the new members of the Demon Army. We'll have a lot of fun. What was I doing in the bath? I was having a shower. The shower and the bath are all one kind of unit. And yeah, I basically went through it. And there was water everywhere. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to trying to find a bathtub tomorrow. I don't have a van just now, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll figure it out. No pipe burst, just the actual bath, just standard fare. Yeah, I do need to stop mixing my moonshine in the tub. It does weaken the tub somewhat. Insane Angel, massive congratulations to you. Insane Angel got married. That is awesome. Congratulations. Absolutely delighted. Hold on, you know what? I got just the thing to celebrate to the happily married couple. Sláinte. Ooh, that's sharp, man. Paddy's Irish whiskey. That's feckin' sharp. We have, let me see, strap it to the Harley. Yeah, feckin' right. Just drag it. Just drag it along. Ladybug, it's, so basically, as you guys know, the cottage is really, really old, along with the tub. And unfortunately, today was the day that it decided to no longer work. It was a lot of fun, though. You know, there's nothing quite like your foot going through a bathtub 15-20 minutes before you do a live stream to get you going. Let me see here. Karen Lane says, was it that big of a fart? I mean, yes. I mean, it was. It really was. All right, let me grab a few of these. Christina Probs says, wow, look at you, Irish Demon, rolling to 40K. Crazy. I know, right? And you have been here since the very early days. It has been a pretty crazy roller coaster ride of a few weeks. It's I remember hitting about 30,000 subs, I think, about a week or two ago, and now we're roaring towards 40K. We're nearly there. Lisa says, hey, all greetings from Florida. Good to see you. Tell Florida man I said hello. Purple Rain, good to see you out there with all those defamation shamrocks. And Mr. Binklesworth, good to see you too. Oh God, I'm gonna struggle with this one. The famous, oh Jesus, Ilm Chicken. Okay, says, I'm beginning to think Irish is in love with this dude. How did you know? I am, in fact, in love with Chille de Castro. There, I said it. Myself and Chille have been talking lately. Good to see you, Laura. Hope you're doing really well out there. Put it in the boot of the car. Oh, yeah, it's a BMW. Exactly. Thank you very much. 36,200 is definitely more than Chille. Actually, yeah, definitely more than like the real people that have subscribed. Lady Dragon, good to see you from Nashville. And Christina says Kane's in the side chat. Can we get a lot of purple love hearts for Kane? If you don't know how defamation shamrocks, so just say hello, Kane. I know he'd really appreciate that. R&R Paranormal says hello, Irish Demon. Greetings from New Jersey. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I am totally in love with Chille de Castro. Big Len says, hi, howdy from Wyoming. Every time I see the word Wyoming, I think of a video by a guy called, wait a second, it'll come to me. Life of Boris. He's a guy from Eastern Europe, and he tries to pronounce all of the different states of the United States. Look it up. It's really funny. And he says Vyoming. Yeah, you should check it out. It's really, really funny. Brun Noob, good to see you, little buddy. Says, you said I'd get a shout out. Here it is, buddy. Here it is. Good to see you. And he says, thank you for joy. Thank you for making people happy. Thank you for your content. And thank you for everything. My absolute pleasure. And a massive thank you to you too, buddy. Really appreciate it. Karen Lane says, awesome. I didn't miss it. Hi, everyone. Good to see you, Karen Lane. I actually have something on the way to you, would you believe? It'd be a big surprise. LG says, Irish to Discord name. I think we need to talk. If you go to the description of this video, or maybe somebody might be able to drop a link in the side chat and you'll be able to check it out there. You should be able to find me through there. I don't tend to be on Discord a whole lot, but if you drop me a message, hopefully I'll see it today. And absolutely, I will have a look. And then we have Shade 2 says, shout out to Schrodinger's cat. Take a shot of whiskey. Slanch it to the big cat. Okay, I'm going to try my best to pronounce this. Curious Chaos says, hello from Soldotna. Soldotna? I hope I said that right. PhD Tony, yes, you fucking can, for 10 Australian dollars, says, can we just have an upfront invoice for how much we have to pay for you to not do a live stream? We've talked about this, and if you have to ask, you can't afford it. That's basically how it is. Little Sassy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, I've got, this is a friend of mine. He is an awesome young lad, an actual genius, by the way. Literally a genius. He passed the test recently, which basically says that he is an actual genius. So it is fantastic to have you here, buddy. And I've got something special in the works for you. I don't know when it'll be ready because the shipping times are taking forever at the moment, but we'll definitely get there next time I see you, hopefully. Kimmy Dawn says, Irish Demon, looking handsome and sexy Irish beard looks good as always. Thank you. I actually trimmed it quite a bit. I also got a really dodgy haircut, hence the hat. But, you know, it's all good. We're here. Barbara Loose Nut Productions, good to see you. Really appreciate having you here. What is the plural of genius? Geniuses, I would say. Well, there's two of them in the side chat. We got Brunoob and we got PhD Tony. Yeah, basically actual geniuses. That sounds good, LG. Yeah, no, I'd be looking forward to hearing from you. Or if it's easier, if you want to email me, irishdemonvids@gmail.com. Either way is fine. All right, well, without further ado, Paul Willard is here from Hastings. I'd love to go there. You know, the Battle of Hastings and all that. But anyway, we got two videos for you tonight. The first one I thought was absolutely hilarious. So it's Chillito dressed up as a cop, and he's got a nice young lad that he seems to have indoctrinated. And we're going to have a look at that here in a minute. And then the other one is a young lady gets pulled over by the police, something that Chille now is, apparently. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, basically, it's quite funny. It's really, really funny. She does a bit of begging, and it turns out she's actually on a green card. So she's really, really, really worried about losing her green card. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah, Shay, too. Could you send me another email on that? I'm terrible when it comes to emails and things like that. So if you could drop me another email today, if you get a chance, and I'll remember, I'll make sure and message you back. I have that for you. Thank you so much as well. Era's in the house. How are you here? Well, you're here as well, technically, because I'm in Era. Anyway, that's confusing, but good to see you. Krishy Nono, good to see you for $2. Says, hi, hey, Demon, having a pint and dreaming of Demon. I'm not having a pint. I do have a whiskey and Coke, but I got coffee from the Irish Demon mug, the best tasting coffee you could possibly have. No matter how shit the actual coffee is, it tastes better out it is. Oh, shit, that's very, very, very hot. David Nucleus says, keep up the great video, Irish Demon. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Keep up the great comments. How about that? Demon needs to hire an office manager. I do, actually. I need to just cop myself on, frankly. That's what I need to do. Because I kind of ADD it a bit, and then I completely forget to respond to people. I'll open and go, oh, yeah, I got to respond to them. And then I'll see a squirrel, and that's it, basically. Maeve says, evening. Good to see you, Maeve. One of my favorite names in the world, actually, as it happens. I think it's a very beautiful name. All right, let's get stuck into the first video. So this first one is quite something. Here goes.
My name is Diego. I am an artist. I paint.
Oh yeah, so I had to edit it for obvious reasons. You guys know. Drop the word in the side chat. The word of why I had to edit this.
I write and I live in the United States of America, and I have been here for about 15 years. I don't know much about the laws or anything related to the police.
Well, congratulations. After reading the trifold, you know less. Great job. We're off to a blinding start.
License and registration. Thank you very much. Where are you going?
Officer, I have the right to remain silent. When I get pulled over by the police, I don't understand anything about the laws. I don't understand anything about, the police system. So when I get pulled over and they ask me a question, basically all the answers are here.
What am I reading? You have the right to remain silent? But you're not under arrest. I'm not arresting you. I'm asking you just where you're headed. Where you going?
It's right there. You can read it. It's right there.
Are you nervous?
No.
You need medical attention?
Not at all.
Why would you choose to remain silent? I'm just asking you where you're going.
I have the right to remain silent, officer. It's all right there. I'm here alone.
Okay, so somebody raises a really good point here. This comes from Pat Dalliger says, impersonating a cop again. What say you in the side chat? Would you consider this to actually be impersonating a cop, or is it kind of fair enough? So like for me, I would say if it's clearly acting, which I mean, I use that term very, very loosely. If it's clearly acting, I don't see that it is really impersonation of a police officer. It would be a different story if he was going out on the road, actually pulling people over, or, like actually wanting to be a cop. It does seem that the vast majority of people seem to think that he's not impersonating a police officer. Darcy reckons he is impersonating a police officer. I guess it just depends. Oshin the Rottweiler says no, he's acting, and I tend to agree there. I think it's clearly that he's doing it as an act, again, very, very, very bad acting, much like the Nutella situation. But yeah, no, I do think he is acting essentially. But anyway, moving on.
Alone. I moved here when I was 19 years old. I get pulled over time. And it's always very scary to get pulled over, especially as an immigrant. The presence of a police officer in your life as an immigrant in the United States, it's not pleasant.
Right, but you're not under arrest or anything. This is just a traffic stop. Where are you going?
You can read this, officer.
You're not being a witness against yourself. I'm just asking you where you're going. Is everything... Where are you going?
I have the right to remain silent, officer.
It sounds like you got an accent. You're not from here. Where are you from?
If they ask me something I don't have to answer, I can just tell them to read this.
It smells like I smell marijuana in the car.
I might be wrong on this, and definitely do correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. I suppose, don't correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to ask you guys, is it not the case that you have to affirm your Fifth Amendment right? So you're kind of telling them that you plead the fifth, or not, you don't have to say it in those words, but that I'd like to exercise my right to remain silent. Now, I might be wrong on that. Is it the case that you can just stay silent? I can't remember how that works. I do recall somebody saying that to me before, that you have to tell them you're going to exercise that right. But again, I might be wrong. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Let's say the police officer says, I smell marijuana. You don't have to answer. You can just show this to him and he can read it, or you can read these words. You can read this, officer. A police officer always asks you a question and we don't know the answers. We don't even know what to say. For instance, they say, don't film me. Because, filming police officers is very common nowadays.
Hey, listen, don't film me. I don't want to be filmed.
Right here, officer.
What does that say?
You can read it.
But I don't want to be on film. Listen, just do me a favor. Just open up your glove box right there. Let me take a look inside that glove.
Please You can read this right here. Right here. And you have the right to film them, so that's why it is so helpful.
You know what? I think I'm gonna search this car, Mr. Mejia. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna search this vehicle. I got probable cause because you're not answering any questions. I've asked you where you're going. I've asked you. I'm not accusing you of a crime. I'm asking you where you're going. Where are you going? Just tell me where you're going. Just tell me where you're going. This whole thing could be over.
If they ask for you,
Do you think that actually ever happens in a stop? I'm sure it has happened. Don't get me wrong, but like generally they kind of tend to be way more chill than that, and they'll just be like, "Okay, you're not answering any questions, all right," and they're not going to generally claim that that's probable cause, because obviously that's not going to stand up in court. There's no doubt about it. But that's a very interesting one. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? And actually, real quick, while I have the chance, where is it here now? Give me 1 second. I saw it here a second ago. Jay says, unless he has a filming permit or is on private property, he is impersonating an officer. Anytime a civilian can assume he is law enforcement, it's illegal, at least where I'm at. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if anybody knows any more kind of, you know, laws or whatever that cover that kind of thing. Do let me know. It's interesting. Not saying I'm going to call up and fucking rat on him or anything. Of course not. But you can clearly see that there are cars driving past. He may still be on, excuse me, he may still be on private property, but it's a tough one. Let me know if you guys know anything about that.
Going? Where are you going? Just tell me where you're going. Just tell me where you're going. This whole thing could be over.
if they ask for your ID, that's the first thing they do. You can answer this. The presence of a police officer in your life as an immigrant in the United States.
You know, I just need to see your ID real fast.
Don't give him your ID.
Ma'am, he's not your lawyer. I need to see your ID.
Officer, read this. I don't understand anything about the laws. I don't understand anything about, the police system.
And again, after reading Chille's trifold or being involved with him in any way, you know less now. Well done.
Let me have some ID, ma'am. Give me your ID.
No.
Give me your
no
ID.
ID. No.
Interrupting police is your right given by God. You get detained, you get arrested nowadays for everything.
Sir, you can film all you want, but I can't have you parked on the highway here.
I can park on the highway, officer.
So a lot of people are asking about the police uniform. It is one of those kind of stock uniforms. It just says police department on it. It doesn't say any particular police department or whatever. So I'm not really sure, again, what the legality of that is, but it seems to be fairly above board.
Can't you see you're impeding traffic right now? I need you to get off the highway.
I can park on the highway, officer.
Listen, I need you to get your van off the highway.
I love the way he hands it back to him like that, as if to say, you got me this time, sovereign citizen type person. It's like, no, that's not how that ever fucking works, is it, Chille? Never.
I can just tell them to read this, or I can read it for them. Officer, I revoke consent. You cannot search my car.
Listen. Fine.
So this is helpful. It brings peace of mind to have this in my car with me, because I honestly don't know what to answer.
Okay, sir, it looks like...
Officer, you. You're trying to inspect my car for no reason? You, okay? You piece of
Watch your mouth or I will arrest
I don't have to watch my mouth, okay? I don't have to watch my mouth. If it says, for instance, watch your mouth, then this is the answer that you need to give him. 1971, going versus California, okay? By choosing these words, you get to know the depth of my feelings. F you, officer. F you, you're a piece of
Are you threatening?
That's not a threat.
How would that be considered a threat anyway? Like calling somebody a piece of shit, that's not a threat in anybody's eyes. Yeah, he might be legally allowed to say that stuff, sure. But it's not going to help you, is it? It really is not going to help. Like, I mean, I always say pass the attitude test. Doesn't cost anything to just pass the attitude. You might hate cops to the core. Just pass the attitude test. Just makes it easier for you and them. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to draw yourself into more shit by following these pieces of guidance. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's not a threat. This is what I tell them if they say, is this a threat? I read this to them or I let them read it. 1942, Chaplinsky. I can and will use any word or set of words that I feel are appropriate fighting words are clearly not the words I'm using.
You have a great day, I guess. Sound like you're real happy, aren't you?
You too. So let's say if they ask me something I don't have to answer, I can just tell them to read this, or I can read it for them. And this is how you protect yourself. I usually just keep this in handy. I keep this in my car, and every time I get pulled over, this is like my best friend.
Good to hear, Kathy. Kathy says, as Irish Demon Air Force, I want you to know that we are getting 5 F-22s. We got some saving to do. PhD Tony says, Irish Demon, if you've invoked the Fifth Amendment, you do not get to just run your mouth. Exactly. That's always the way with these guys. Like, they have the right to keep their fucking mouth shut. They just don't have the ability. That's the major problem with these guys. And we got Teresa for £2 says, just joined you. This is a joke, right? I mean, in some ways, yes, it kind of is. Like, for us, it's a joke. He was dead serious making this thing. It's unbelievable that he actually believes that. Stop the man of little intelligence joining Paw Patrol. Very good indeed. Now, where did I see that there? I saw one comment that I wanted to bring up. Jay Verse says, F-22 dropping shamrock bombs. I think you should drop some shamrock bombs here in the side chat right now. That would actually help an awful lot. We got Stephen Hicks for $7.99 Aussie dollars. God, the Australians are out in force today. Says, I've seen better acting from Big Ted from Play School. I've seen better acting from inanimate objects because they can't open their mouths. So it definitely helps a lot. But thank you so much for that, my friend. All right, so we got this other one, actually real quick. Irish Demon, if you have been pulled over for a traffic infringement, hurling verbal abuse at the officer is the best way to get additional infringements added. And this is the thing. That's what I'm saying about passing the attitude test. If they want to find something, they can find something. Kieran McCarthy, good to see you, my friend, all the way from Cove. Says, I used to play basketball with Irish Demon years ago. God, I remember that. Up by the, what was the name of that place? Up by the rugby pitches in Cove. That was a fantastic little basketball court. God, they were good times. That's going back a long time now, man. Long time. Great to see you, my friend. All right, so we got this other video. This is quite funny. So this lady... and this isn't, I'm not just saying this, by the way, because, like, you know, Mount Crozier, that's it. Yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, no, this lady's a Hooters waiting person. And yeah, basically she gets in a bit of trouble with the law, and it's actually quite amusing. So let's check this out.
In the intersection.
Oh, okay.
Did you know your license was suspended?
I apologize about that.
You have an
All right, let me get a 1 for wasted, a 2 for mildly wasted, or a 3 for completely sober.
insurance suspension, and you have like 4 other suspensions.
Huh?
I said, you know you gotta pay the tickets.
I'm sorry.
Where are y'all really coming from today? Your eyes are bloodshot and glossy. Your speech is slightly slurred.
Is that what I think it is on her chest? Not that I was looking at her chest, of course, but I mean, like, you know, You can't miss it. Like basically the big red thing on her chest. Yeah, it's out there now. I'm not looking at her chest in that respect. I'm covering the bottom half of my eyes. It looks like a big cut. Am I tripping?
Just very tired. That's all.
There's alcohol coming up to it.
One, two, like that.
Do you have any knee, ankle, hip problems?
Oh, no, this is just.
I got you. What's your highest
Wait a minute. What's that? Is that another injury on her leg?
level of education?
Whoa, that looks pretty serious. She might need some immediate attention for that. I'm not. I swear to God I wasn't. I just saw the cut and I was like, that looks like it could be an issue. Anyway, her leg looks really messed up though.
I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P-X-E. Sorry. I'm from Switzerland.
I got you. Right.
Oh, she's wasted. Oh, she's got
Left.
another. Oh no, I thought that was another cut.
Right.
It was a shadow.
33, 32, 31,
She
40,
might have had a crash,
39,
yeah.
38, 39, 30.
You're under arrest for DUI.
But I did everything that you asked me to, right?
You did everything.
I haven't actually seen this. I just saw like little clips of it. You did everything he asked you to do, but you were wasted when you did it. So that's the problem here, lady.
That I asked you to, but
I'll do everything. Sir, I'm from Switzerland. I can't have a DUI. I literally stopped
you're
when I
not
have
even you're
somebody pick me
you're
up.
not even supposed to be driving in the first place. You have 5 different suspensions on your license.
But I will not have anybody.
Wait a minute. I just saw the date too. Back in America with your backwards dates. It's the 30th of the 10th, 2022. So it was Halloween. It's a costume. Okay. Well, I'm glad we figured that one out. By we, I mean you guys. And yeah, I never would have gotten there. But yeah, it is a Halloween costume. I love Halloween. I had a great Halloween this year. It was so much fun. But anyway, let's check this
Please
one out.
don't charge me for DUI. I promise I'll leave my car here, like
Good to
you
see
said
you,
you would.
I never said we did.
Or I mean, like I have the car.
Well, the car can't be driven anyway because there's no insurance on it.
Yeah, exactly. But please take the DUI off, please, sir. You want to arrest me, right?
Yes, I am the one arresting you, but
Everything we've done tonight is on video.
I'll take everything off.
I don't want you to take everything off.
I promise.
Hold on. Did she ask him to drop the DUI and then offer to take everything off for it? Is that Ravenhood says she's from Switzerland and already has 5 suspensions. Ah, lordy. We sure did invent Halloween. You're welcome, the world. To be fair, we invented it and then America just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Totally different thing to what we started with.
Sir, you want to arrest me, right?
Yes, I am the one arresting you, but
Everything we've done tonight is on video.
I'll take everything off.
I don't want you to take everything off.
I promise I'll have somebody pick me up and drive me home. I promise.
I swear to God, I thought he was putting a life preserver on her right there. It legitimately looked like that to me. I thought it was, one of those, like a flotation device.
Yes, I am the one arresting you, but
Everything we've done tonight is on video.
I'll take everything off.
I don't want you to take everything off.
I promise I'll have somebody pick me up and drive me home. I promise.
You don't want to go into jail looking like that.
I really
Calm
don't want to
down.
be in this situation.
No one wants to be in this situation.
By not going, you're just going to make it worse.
Pulling away and everything is another charge.
Have you ever been in trouble before? For what?
I've been in a car where, there was apparently cocaine.
It's very clear you were at a Halloween party night.
Yes.
There's no arguing.
Covered you.
Can you not make an exception, please? I promise I would never.
Past this.
A $10 and a $20 bill, open container.
We're past that. No one wants to go to jail.
I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. I promise.
I understand you weren't trying to, but you were.
There's a
Yeah, you weren't trying to drive wasted. How do you not hold on? How do you not try to drive wasted, but end up driving wasted anyway? That's not something you accidentally do. Like you were langerated drunk. Like you were wasted.
open one there, and there's an open one in the garbage pail behind you.
Fireball?
Yeah.
And then the tags expired in April, and her license is 5 times suspended.
Yeah, tell them this.
That's a good point from Tony. Traveling wasted, not driving wasted. It's technically not illegal if you're a sovereign citizen. Mark my words. Or my coughs. Read the room. Chip a crit for $5 says the spelling mistakes alone in the trifold make it worthy of the bottom of a bird cage. I wouldn't put a parrot through that. Not a hope. Mr. Brinklesworth for $2 says it's October 30th is a costume. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wouldn't be the best at checking things like that, but I was concerned for that young lady. That's why I was looking at her chest. Obviously, Mr. Brinklesworth for $2 says if you don't charge me, I'll keep it on. Please keep it on, Mr. Brinklesworth. Please keep it on. Sandy D for $5 says, I want to open a hot dog stand next to every Hooters. I'll call it Wieners and hire men to serve in tight pants. Where do I apply? I am definitely down 100%. And PhD Tony, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody wants to see that. All right, moving swiftly onwards. Just so you know, the music is not me, by the way, but it's pretty dope, though.
How are you?
Yes.
Yes, driver's license on you.
Yes. I was just picking up my friend.
Okay.
I was just picking up my friend from Northport.
Okay. Where are you headed to?
She lives in Northport. I was just trying to
Thank you. You got your registration card changed for the clerk?
yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Your fake cut, it scared me when I walked up. Forgot
Take care.
tomorrow's Halloween.
Pardon?
Oh,
I said
okay,
your
so
fake
top
cut,
notch
it scared me when I
hot
walked
dog.
up.
Oh.
Forgot tomorrow's Halloween. I'm like, oh boy.
I know, right?
So, reason I got you stopped, a few things. When you're sitting at the light back here to make the left,
Yeah.
you're all the way out in the intersection.
Oh, okay.
Like you were past the crosswalk, but you were on Toledo Blade before making the left.
Okay.
The tags on the car, is the car registered to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the tags on the car expired back in March,
Yes, sir.
or April, I'm sorry. And your license is suspended.
Yes, sir.
Did you know your license was suspended?
I apologize about that.
Okay. Do you have insurance on the car?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Who's it for?
It was the State Farm.
Okay. Can you either pull it up on your phone, or do you have a copy of it, or anything in the car?
Yeah, I can look it up.
Okay, that's fine. So you were on your way to pick her up?
Yes, and I would have gone back to Sarasota, but.
Okay. So where's the club wristband from?
Pardon?
Where's the club wristband
Oh,
from?
that was from the other night. That was from like Friday, I think, or something. Yeah.
I gotcha. So work on your insurance. I'm gonna see why your license is no good, and we'll go with it from there. Okay? You able to find it?
I'm trying to pull it up. We had a couple of documents exchanged. I can't find it.
Because you have an insurance suspension and you have like
See you,
four
Cassim.
other
Hope you're doing
suspensions
well,
for
my
failure to
friend.
pay traffic fine. You know you got to pay. You know you got to pay tickets.
Huh?
I said you know you got to pay the tickets.
I did pay them all. The ones that I applied for. I'm sorry.
All right, do me a favor, hop out real quick.
Yep.
Let's have a conversation. All right, we'll come right back over here so we don't get hit. All right, so listen, tonight's not my first night doing this.
Okay.
Where are y'all really coming from tonight? Because your eyes are bloodshot and glossy, your speech is slightly slurred.
I'm just very tired, that's all.
There's alcohol coming off the drink. Okay? Check your eyes, do a couple exercises, make sure you're good. Okay? Cool with that? Alright, just take like 2 steps back.
Okay.
You wear glasses, contacts, anything like that?
I wear contacts.
Okay. Are they in right now?
Yes, right.
Are they permanent, or are they hard or soft?
I always take them out every night.
Okay, so they're soft. Can you stand with your feet and heels together like this?
Yes.
Arms straight down your side. The very tip of the pen right here where my finger is, can you see that?
Yep.
Actually, let me kill my light so I'm not blinding you. Figure it's a little rude for you staring into that bright ass light.
It's all good.
So, right here, tip of my pen is.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
With your left pointer finger, I want you to reach up, touch the tip of the pen, and put it back down your side. Okay. That's your right.
Oh, my left and my
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So we're in agreement where the tip of the pen is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move it back
That's a
and
good
forth in front of
question.
your face a few times.
Okay.
I want you to keep your head straight
Okay.
and just follow it back and forth with your eyes.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yep.
Keep your head straight. Just look back and forth.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. Make sure you keep your head straight.
Thanks very much, Cheshire Cat, for $2 says, who else saw the blimp at Daytona that said, don't shoot, no way? I got to look that up in a minute. That's hysterical.
All right, let me relax for a second. So how comfortable is it to walk in those boots?
They're okay, I guess.
Do you think you could walk a straight line in those boots, or do you want to take the boots off and put slides or something else on, or do it barefoot? It's up to you.
I can try to walk a straight line.
Okay. So just take like 4 or 5 steps back.
Yep.
And then right here, obviously you see this fog line right here?
Yep.
What I want you to do is put your right foot in front of your left, touching heel to toe like this.
Like this?
Yes. You're right in front of your left.
Yes.
Yes. So just stay like that while I explain the rest of the exercise, okay? When I tell you to, and only when I tell you to, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the fog line. On your 9th step, you're going to leave your front foot planted on the ground, and you're going to turn yourself around by taking a series of small steps. I'm going to demonstrate all this to you as well, okay? And then you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps back down the line. Make sense so far? So when I tell you to begin, it'll look like this, okay? Your right foot's in front of your left, touching heel-to-toe. I'll tell you to begin. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to 3 just to show you. You're going to go all the way to 9, okay? 9th step, front foot stays on the ground. Turn yourself around by taking a series of small steps, and then 9 heel-to-toe steps back. 1, 2.
The Reno 911 traffic stop is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
3. Again, so on and so forth, all the way to 9. Make sense so far?
Yep.
Okay. The whole time you're performing the exercise, I want you to look at your feet, count out loud on every step. Make sure you touch heel to toe on each step. 9th step, turn around the way I showed you by taking those series of small steps.
Yeah, that's
and then do 9 steps back the same manner you took the first ones.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
One last thing. Once I tell you to begin the exercise, don't stop it until it's complete.
Okay.
Can you just occupy this lane, please? All right. Any questions?
And could I do it without the shoes too, or no? Is this?
Do you want to try it with the shoes or without?
I don't know. I just prefer it without because they're very cricket.
Okay, yeah,
so I just don't want you.
If you want to take the shoes off, you can take the shoes off. That's fine.
Just be sure.
All right. So you still understand all the instructions to it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go ahead and get back with your right foot in front of your left, touching heel to toe. If you have no questions, you can go ahead and begin.
Good to see you, Shan.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, like that.
How did I explain the exercise?
You turn like
Okay.
that. Like turn like that.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay, you can turn back around. All right, let's just, you good.
Sorry.
You good. All right, actually, let's come right here. It's a little more level because it's a pretty good
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any knee, ankle, hip problems, anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is just
I got you. Like we did on the first one, stand with your feet and heels together.
Yeah.
Arms straight down to your side.
Yep.
For this one, when I tell you to, you're going to pick either foot of your choosing, your left or your right. It's completely up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Okay. You're going to pick that foot up approximately 6 inches off the ground.
Okay.
It's about the height of a Coke can, for reference. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep your toe pointed forward, so the
Okay.
bottom of your foot will be parallel to the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to look
like that or
like this.
okay.
With your toe pointed forward, okay? You're going to look at the tip of your elevated foot and count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth till I tell you to stop. Make sense so far?
1,000 from 1,000.
Yeah, you're 1,001, 1,002, 1,000 until I tell you to stop. Okay?
Yeah.
It'll look like this. I'll demonstrate for you. Okay? So your feet and heels together.
Good to see a
when I tell you
Canadian
to
chick.
begin,
I'm happy
you're gonna
you're
go
here.
1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, and so on and so forth. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. The whole time you're performing the exercise, remember to look at your feet or look at your foot. Count out loud in thousands. Leave your arms at your side. Make sure you leave both legs straight with your foot approximately 6 inches off the ground with your toe pointed forward.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Alphabet from the letter A to Z.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think when I tell you to, do you think you could recite the English alphabet from the letter A to Z in a non-rhythmic tone? So not singing the alphabet song, just saying A, B, C, D. Think you can do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
so with your feet and heels together, arms down to your side, I want you to tilt your head slightly back, close your eyes, and recite the alphabet from the letter A to Z.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M,
See a King
N,
Crew?
O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, Z. XC, sorry.
Okay.
I'm from Switzerland. I mean,
I got
it's
you.
a little different. I'm sorry.
How long you been in America?
For 3 years now.
Okay. Did you come over like initially on a student visa and then stayed kind of thing?
I have a green card.
Okay, I got you. So staying with your feet and heels together.
Yep.
What I want you to do is make a fist and bring your arms up like this. Point your pointer fingers out. All right. Can we agree that this is the tip of your finger?
Yep.
This is the pad of your finger. This is the tip of your finger.
Yep.
Can we agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And then can we agree that this is the tip of your nose? This is the bridge of your nose. These are the sides of your nose. This is the top of your lip.
Yep.
So we're in agreement where the tip of your finger and tip of your nose are, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So leaving your arms like that, or your pointer fingers out, I just want you to hold your arms down your side. When I tell you to, I'm going to tell you left or right. Whatever side I tell you, I want you to take the tip of that finger, touch the tip of your nose, and then bring it right back down your side. Okay? So if I say left, you'll take the tip of your finger to tip of your nose, right back down your side. Right, tip of your finger, tip of your nose, right back down your side.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions about that?
No, sir.
So tilt your head slightly back. Close your eyes. Left. I'm going to lock these. So put your hands on your back. Put your palms slightly back. Close your eyes. And I want you to start on the number 46 and count backwards to the number 29.
Right now?
Yeah.
46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 31, 40, 39, 38, 39, 30, 39, 38, 37, 36, 6, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28.
Okay. What number, do you remember what number I told you to start the top on?
You said start at 38 and then start at 49 and I forgot what the second one was.
Okay.
I just didn't
I got
really.
you. Just do me a favor, put your hands on your back. Put your palms together like you're praying. You're under arrest for DUI. Okay? DUI.
But I'm not drunk or anything.
Okay, I'll explain it all to you, mate. Just look back forward. I'm going to take your watch off, okay?
But I did everything that you asked me to, right?
You did everything that I asked you to, but all those exercises you performed,
Yeah.
I look for indicators of impairment, okay? And tonight, you have exhibited enough indicators of impairment to believe you are not safe to operate a motor vehicle, okay?
But I was just, I literally just didn't remember the
I'm
number.
going to lock these so they don't get any tight on me.
It wasn't just a number. Okay.
Please, sir, I can't have a DUI. Please.
Okay.
I'll do everything. I promise. Sir, I'm from Switzerland. I can't have a DUI, please. I don't want to get out of I don't want to get kicked out
Wait
of the
until I
US.
have a white thing.
Well, if you didn't want to get a DUI, there's a really easy way of avoiding that. Number one would be not to drink if that's what you wanted to do, but I get it. People like to drink. Number two, don't drink and then drive. It's a surefire way to not get a DUI. Drink driving is fucking stupid. Simple as that. And anybody who does it is stupid.
I understand. I won't do that. So please, sir.
But you...
I literally stopped.
You're not
and I have somebody pick me
you're
up.
not even supposed to be driving in the first place. You have 5 different suspensions on your license. Jeez. You have an insurance suspension and 3 fail to pay traffic tickets.
I
So
promise
I'm not gonna
I'll
sit
have
here and-
somebody pick up me. Please.
We're past that.
But I will not have anybody. Please don't charge me for DI. I promise I'll have somebody pick me up. Please, I'll leave my car here, like you said you would.
We can't leave a car here, and I never said we'd.
Or I mean, like
Should've done
I
that
have
from
the
the
car.
start.
Well, the car can't be driven anyway because there's no insurance on it.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'll have to. Please take the DUI off, please, sir. I promise have somebody pick me up.
It's out of my hands.
That should have been done before you left, wherever you left, okay? You can't be driving like this. This is how people die.
I understand, sir, but I wasn't drinking or like I wasn't thinking I would cause an accident or anything.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 0
Yeah.
being stone cold sober,
Yes.
10 being the most drunk you've ever been in your
Yeah.
life, where would you put
10
yourself?
being Jim Leahy.
You are going to jail for DUI.
Please, sir, please.
It's out of my hands.
I'll pick myself up, please, sir. I don't want to go out of the U.S., please.
It's
Please, sir, it's going to
should've
ruin my
thought
whole
about
life.
that does a DUI does not mean that you're going to up and be deported.
Yes, because I'm from Switzerland. I'm on a green card. I'm not.
Wait, hold on.
Does anybody know if that actually is something that would get you kicked out of the US? I couldn't imagine it is, but I might be wrong on that. But if it was, and if she's that worried about it, then she should have thought about that before drink driving and putting everybody's lives at risk. You know, it's as simple as that. Mystic Sage says, if only she had Ricky with her. You Jim, or you know Jim, or you Jim's brother. Is that how that is? Oh man, best show ever made, without a shadow of a doubt. Real quick, let me grab these super chats. Tim Tully, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Says, for best results, keep chili over a low fire for a long time. I think no matter how much you cook it, I'm not going to say the next part of that sentence actually, because that could be will definitely be clipped out of context. But I agree. Usually just holding his feet to the fire seems to work, and then he runs away. Mr. Binglesworth for $2 says, let the liquor do the talking, bud. Little drinky poo. The wind's a shit, bud. The wind's a shit. Sunshine Days for $2 says, Deborah's first trial court date and was a no-show. Ooh, baby. And then Shania Coy says, hello, Demon. Hi from Buckeye, Arizona. Thank you so much indeed. And Frank Perry for $5 says, remembering the 100 people that died 20 years ago today at the Station nightclub fire, may they rest in peace, and all those that survived, bless them as well. Yeah, it's a terrible tragedy. We had a similar thing here in Ireland quite a while back. The Sunbeam. I think there was another one called Sunbeam in the UK as well that burnt down. And quite a few people were lost in that one. Very sad stuff altogether. And may they all rest in peace. All right, let's watch on with this lady here.
I'm on a green card. I'm not on it.
So,
please, sir. I promise I'll have myself pick me up. You can take my car, please, sir.
It's out of my hands tonight, okay? So let's go ahead and walk back over.
But you're the one arresting me, right?
Yes, I am the one arresting you, but the decision to make the arrest is already out of my hands tonight. So let's walk back over.
Why?
Because everything we've done tonight is on video. Everything. The car, both of us, we're videoing everything.
I have a camera here.
But you can still make your decision about why you're going to arrest me for what.
And here's the thing. Just because you get arrested doesn't mean you get convicted of this, okay? So, take a breath, okay? This isn't the end of it, okay? You still have a day in court. You'll still be able to fight this. If he's going to give you an opportunity.
I promise I'll have somebody pick me up.
What's going to happen?
Go
listen,
to jail,
let me explain this to you. So
please.
when we get down to the jail, I'm going to give you the opportunity to submit to a breath test, to blow in a breathalyzer. That is your opportunity to prove me wrong, prove me that you are not drunk, and you are safe to operate a vehicle. But
please, sir. It's going to ruin my life career, please, sir.
Do you have a pair of shorts or something in here that we can put on to cover you up a little bit?
That jersey. I'll put that on her.
Please, sir, please. I'll take everything off. Please don't charge me, but I just want to go to jail. Please, sir.
I don't want you to take everything off.
Please, sir, not tonight, please.
I'm gonna.
I promise I'll have somebody pick me up and drive me home. I promise.
I'm gonna show you a little bit of decency and cover you up a little bit. You don't want to go into jail looking like that.
Please, please.
Ma'am, there's nothing we can do. It is completely out of our hands, okay?
Yeah, but you can make a decision about arresting me. I promise I'll have somebody drive me home. I promise, please.
We didn't do this. You put yourself in this situation. We are just a consequence of your decisions tonight. Okay, I'm happy that you're going to jail and that you're not in a body bag or that you didn't kill a family driving up the road.
I really want to kill myself. I don't want to be in this situation. I really want to be dead. I really don't want to be in this situation.
Okay. No one wants to be in this situation, but you need to take this as a learning experience.
No.
Okay?
No, please, sir.
Let's walk back over. No,
Sir,
this way.
please.
This way.
Ma'am, there's nothing we can do. Okay.
Come on, please. Don't make this any
don't by not going, you're just gonna make it worse.
Because the pulling away and everything is another charge. Okay. So let's just be an adult.
I promise
and take
I do everything. I cannot because the thing is, if I'm from Switzerland, I can't have a DUI. I promise you.
I'm gonna ask you one more time to walk to my car, and then I'm gonna make you go to my car. Okay. So please, let's just be an adult about this and go to my car.
But the thing is, if I'm from Switzerland, I can't have a DUI.
Okay. That does not change the charge. There's nothing I can change it to.
Like we said, you're being charged with it. You're not convicted of anything. Okay, we don't convict people. You can get an attorney. You can go through court. You can do everything that you need to do to still stay here. Okay, this isn't the end of this. Okay, I promise you that. Have you ever been in trouble before?
Yes.
For what?
Well, I've been in a bad situation where I've been in a car where like there was apparently cocaine like found, but I was just in the car. I didn't know about it.
Okay.
But
so,
I got out of it.
Your car's going to be searched. Is there cocaine in the car tonight?
No, sir.
Okay. Perfect.
I did not have anything in it. I wasn't charged of it.
Okay.
I got away
You were just
with
there.
It. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't get charged with anything.
So you kind of know how the system works. Just because you get in trouble tonight doesn't mean that this is going to still be you in trouble in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right? There's a process to this. But tonight you are going to go to jail. Okay. There's no way that we can get around that.
Why not? I promise I'll have somebody pick me up.
We're way beyond that. Where'd you leave? A bracelet. So you were at a bar or a club tonight. What's the yellow bracelet?
That was from Friday.
Okay.
That was already that was a couple nights ago.
So you were just at a Halloween party tonight? I believe you.
I promise. That bracelet was from 2 nights ago.
I was thinking the same thing so last summer.
I believe you. I'm not saying that's not true at all.
It's very clear you were at a Halloween party night.
Yes.
There's
why we covered you, because you are going to go to jail. Okay.
Is there nothing we can do about at least have somebody pick me up or something?
No.
I cannot be, but I'm from Switzerland. I cannot be.
Okay. And I'm from New Hampshire. And if I were driving drunk tonight, I would go to jail too.
I know, but if I have a DUI, I cannot live here anymore.
Okay, like I said, you're not being convicted. You still have your day in court. Okay. He's going to give you an opportunity to blow into a machine, and it'll tell us whether or not you're driving drunk tonight.
Exactly how I feel about it, Tom. Terrifying stuff.
Yes, sir, but can we not just please make an exception or something?
No, you need to go with him, okay?
So I'm going to ask you one more time. Please walk over to my car, and then we'll...
What happens with my car?
It's going to be towed. It can't be driven regardless. Do you have a different pair of shoes?
No.
You don't have sandals or anything? No? Okay.
What is going to happen with my stuff, like my money and everything?
Do you have a purse, a small purse that I can put money in? You can take a small bag. That's all makeup. I don't want it. We'll take your phone, and here, this bag's small enough. There's nothing in this bag, right?
I have my phone over there.
I'm gonna get your phone for you. That way you have it, okay?
Sir, can you not make an exception, please? I promise I would never.
I'm sorry. So let's...
I know, I understand about the drinking stuff, but...
Come on.
What about my phone and my money?
We're gonna grab it.
I'm getting everything for you, okay?
Are you gonna pull up the window?
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm not gonna leave your car here, okay? Your car's gonna be just fine. I'll put your watch in here too, okay?
My money?
Yes, I see the cash right here. Yeah. A $10 and a $20 bill, open container, Red Bull, phone.
Okay, we're past that. No one wants to go to jail.
I don't have any mom or dad who's here.
Come on, please.
They're all in Switzerland.
See Douglas Edwards?
I have nobody call when I get to the station.
Okay. They will let you get numbers of friends and everything out of your phone.
I don't have anybody, please.
You were just at a friend's house.
But I don't know the numbers.
Okay. Well, you will be, any numbers you have in your phone, you'll be able to get out when you get there. So please have a seat in the car.
Sir, please.
I'm not going to ask you again. Please have a seat.
I understand, but please, can you not make an exception, please? I promise I'll be
We are past that. I need you to sit in the car.
What would I have to do?
Nothing. The only thing that you could do to not go to jail tonight is not drive drunk. That's the only thing that would stop you from not going to jail tonight, is not driving drunk.
I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to.
I understand you weren't trying to, but you were. So.
But I wasn't driving drunk at all.
Okay. Please have a seat.
And there's nothing I can do, sir?
No, ma'am. Fortunately, there's not.
Even if somebody picks me up?
We're past that. Can you please put your knees in towards the front? Thanks.
The jersey says Freeman on the back.
Did you see her with a wallet or anything?
No, what she was wearing when she got out.
No, I get that.
Oh, yeah, she gave me her license.
I don't see a wallet. We're just trying to make sure that we take stuff like that. There was some cash up front. I put that in that purse. Yeah. Did you call for, there's an open one there, and there's an open one in the garbage pail behind you.
Fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called for town. Yeah, dude, I got gas and I was coming up. I was sitting. She was all the way over the stop bar, over the crosswalk. She was in the middle of Toledo Blade.
Stopped
to make a left turn. And then the tags expired in April, and her license is 5 times suspended.
Yeah, so let's open container. Everything all the way through that pail. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where she pulled her license out of, but
I couldn't tell you.
But it's suspended for not paying a bunch of tickets and FR.
Yeah, she was going to jail regardless. But
okay. Take a picture of those open containers.
Did you already look under the seat and everything?
Yeah, I looked under the seat.
Oh, she put it right here.
Oh, right there. Just put the key in there. Just take the car key.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I haven't gone through that yet, obviously. Let me grab my phone to take pictures of that. I guess I'll throw these keys in that purse too. I don't know what they go to, but. Do you still have OPATs or did you drop them off?
I dropped them off. That's where I was at the PD. I was in dispatch.
Step next to you, take a picture of it.
Yeah, I thought maybe she was coming from a club or something.
Yeah, I saw the wristband. But I'll just throw them in there. I don't know what they go to.
Yeah, alright. Here's her property. I'll do the tow sheet.
I appreciate it. Yeah. You have a printer? Yeah. Okay. Alright, you're good to go. Alright.
She's got a knack for hitting stuff. She likes to hit shit.
The reason she's going to jail.
She likes to hit shit. All right, real quick, let me just grab a couple of these messages here. So this is a very important comment here that I'd like to bring up on the screen. And this points out exactly why this kind of stuff should be taken so seriously. And also the point that Chille has made, to bring it back to that whole point, the point that Chille has made in the past where you shouldn't be locked up for having too many chemicals in your body while driving. Now, we've seen Chille driving around stoned off his tits. Now, I've often heard people say that, oh, I drive better when I'm stoned or whatever. I don't buy it. Maybe you might feel that way in the moment, but I tend to disagree. That's just my opinion. I know when I was in Australia and I used to do medical cannabis, there's no way I could drive straight after it. No fucking way. But you know, that's just me. Maybe it's different for other people, but this is exactly why this whole thing of, oh, you shouldn't be arrested for driving with too many chemicals in your body. Bobby Williams, might I just start by saying I'm very, very sorry for your loss. And I can only imagine, I can't even imagine how terrible that would be. But for those who are listening, not watching, Bobby Williams says, exactly, PhD Tony, I lost my 5-year-old daughter to a wrong way drunk driver. That's horrifying. And it just immediately drives it home why doing that is so terrible. the impact that it has. My older brother was a firefighter for a long time. Is now he's been a paramedic for years, and so when I was growing up and when I started driving about 14, 15 years ago, it was drilled into me. My brother would tell me all the time, do not drink and drive under any circumstances, not just because of what could happen to you, but what could happen to other people. It's terrible. And he's seen the worst of the worst out there, and it's terrible. And so, yeah, no, that was always driven into my head when I was a kid, when I started driving, when you're 17, 18 and you're like a boy racer or whatever. And yeah, so it was drilled into me, and that's exactly why, because, my brother has seen these things, and people sadly have to go through these things. It's horrible. It happens every single day. Drink driving is no joke. It is no joke. So yeah, I just wanted to point that one out, and thank you for sharing that, Bobby. I know it's obviously very, very difficult. But hopefully that might, you never know. There's nearly 700 people watching right now. And of those 700, there might be one person watching tonight that, because of that story, might decide not to drink drive. Maybe they regularly do, or they have an alcohol problem. But maybe that's the time that they might decide, I'm not going to do that tonight. And maybe it saves a life. So thank you so much for sharing. Reagan Benson's husband for $1.99 says, can you put my number in her phone, please? Well, Mrs. Benson might not be too happy about that. And Reagan Benson's husband says, newsflash, my house is now a jail. Bring her in. Again, Mrs. Benson, Mr. Benson's wife might not be too happy about that. PhD Tony says, your reaction time is slower, your judgment is impaired, your sensory perception may be compromised. It's not opinion, it's just a fact. Chemically impaired drivers are menaced. Yeah, no, you know what? You're absolutely right. And from my time working in the courts, I've seen this many times. Anything ranging from very irritating little crashes that make shit of somebody's car, all the way up to loss of life or limb or severe injuries. It's no laughing matter, and it's a very, very serious thing. But yeah, no, thank you so much for sharing. And let's bring up the tone here before we get out of here for the night. I think a few of you might want to see cards on the table. There's no way that I could do that backwards. There's no fucking way that I could do the alphabet backwards. I could barely do it forwards, let alone backwards. Hold on, let me see. So Z, Y, X, W. Oh my God, no, I really can't do that. Like, Jesus, no, there's no way. I can get as far as W and that's it. They lock me up. There's no. I think it was JL Warren that pointed that show out to me before, and I've watched it all since that time, and I love it. I just think that's absolutely brilliant. But anyway, folks, we're going to get out of here. It's getting pretty late. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun. We'll be doing some more live streams during the week. It's only, what is it, Monday? It's still Monday? It's Monday for the next few minutes. We're going to try to do a few live streams during the week and maybe mix it up a little bit, do a few different things. Let me grab these last few super chats. Reagan Benson's husband for $1.99 says, my shower awaits her and our shower. Okay, it's back. My internet does that from time to time. I actually need to move my satellite dish because it happens. It happens every now and again. But anyway, folks, I'm going to get out of here for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a lot of fun, and we will definitely catch up again during the week. Got a couple of videos lined up for this week, so we'll catch you then. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a good one. Actually, you know what? We'll finish this first. Sláinte. quick. Thank you so much, Karen Lane, for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. Have a good one, guys. Correct, I am lurking. I'm always lurking. Still lurking. I had to read this one. I'm sorry. Karen Lane says, I wanted to send you a message. Oh, well, I can't wait until my merch shows up. I plan on going to Disneyland California Adventure for Food and Wine Festival. I'll go there wearing your merch. That's awesome. If you get a picture of you next to Mickey Mouse himself wearing my merch, that would be the coolest thing ever, by the way. That'd be amazing. Actually, Karen, if you get a chance, could you send me an email to irishdemonvids@gmail.com? I've actually got something on the way out to you. So yeah, anyway, just send me an email if you can, irishdemonvids, vids @gmail.com. Anyway, folks, no more lurking. I'm out of here. Good night.